Hey everybody, Chris here. So in this video, we're going to be looking at Dogecoin's price prediction for the month of September 2024. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And looking at price predictions, we can take a look at a number of things. First is the price that we want it to be. Second is the price that I will predict. And then third, what's actually going to happen. So we're going to explore that and we'll have some fun with it. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the news and the charts and I'll show you what I'm looking at. And we'll start here looking at the Dogecoin chart, and it was a tough end of the month of August, closing right here at about 10.1 cents. And as we rolled into September 1st, Doge has gone down a little lower, now at 9.8. Again, Bitcoin closed the month up here at 59,000, and it has dipped into the 57s this morning. So Bitcoin is already down in September. Let's take a look and zoom out on Doge, and we can see that overall for August, we did have some up and down action that did happen with the price of Dogecoin. Generally followed my price prediction, except for the increase here near the end of the month that I was a little optimistic on for August. Of course, there was this big dip here on August 5th. That was that whole Japanese carry trade thing, and the markets totally overreacted to that. And so Doge was never able to recover back up into the 11s, which is where I thought Doge should be trading through most of August before maybe breaking out of this overall wedge, which has not happened yet. So we still have prices dropping below 10 cents, which is what I continue to call a gift. Yes, it's a gift being able to buy Dogecoin down at these levels. And as we zoom out further, we see the overall wedge here. And we're getting close to the end of the wedge around mid-September. So we do still expect a breakout to happen sometime soon. So what do we have to look at overall? We have, look, September has been statistically the worst month out of the year for crypto. We'll look at the Bitcoin chart, and we'll look at the ETH chart too on a monthly basis. They give us that as well. Can we have one more massive drop in September? If so, I'm loading up heavily. If not, glad we loaded up heavily during the bear market and the calculated retracements. I'm ready both ways. And personally, I'm already loaded up. I know some of you would still like to buy more on a big dip, but we still have 9.8 cent Dogecoin here. I consider that a gift, and we are showing good, solid support right around 9.7, 9.8. So I don't know if there's going to be another massive drop in September. In fact, I think we're going to have a bit of a shock that is going to cause a bit of a run that I'll be talking about in just a little bit. Overall, Bitcoin returns. Here's where Bitcoin ended up the month of August, down 8.5%, which, you know, in the 4-year cycles, 2020, we would have expected about a plus 2% gain. But then 2016, it was down 7.5%. So maybe we are mirroring more of 2016, which could then lead to maybe September coming up 6% right there. So that would be good. That would be a nice little turnaround if we did have that as a 6% gain. But as we see from 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22, we're all red months for Bitcoin. Last year, we were up just about 4% in Bitcoin. Let's take a look at ETH for a second, because ETH, the leading altcoin, right? Bad month of August for ETH. Everyone thought these ETH ETFs were going to be great, and it has been just the opposite. A lot of selling, particularly Grayscale, and the inflows on those spot ETFs have not overtaken the outflows that we saw with Grayscale. So tough month of August. But looking back in history, again, 2016, ETH was up 14%. So we also had 2019 up 5.5%, but then 2020, 21, 22, ETH was down double digits. So Overall, September, the median drop for ETH is 12.5%, and we go back to Bitcoin, and the median drop is about 4.3%. So not great outlook overall on a monthly average for the month of September, but then once you look in October, there's a lot of green, right? Up 27% on the median for the month of October, and even last year we saw up 28%. Of course, that's also when Dogecoin went on its big run from just under 6 cents and went up to 10 cents, just like that. We had that big run that happened. But that is October. We're talking about September now. So here's what Billy Marcus says. He says, wake me up when September ends, as Bitcoin was dropping this morning down to 57.6. So not a great start to the month of September, but we can always just go up from here, right? Overall, zooming out on Bitcoin from 2021, we look to be in this giant cup and handle here. And as Bitcoin has generally been trading sideways for months now, if we start to see this turn back up here in the fall of 2024, that would be this giant cup and handle, of which George says this breakout will be one for the record books, and it definitely could be there. Dan Held says Bitcoin price action after U.S. elections. Again, here we are in September. U.S. elections every 4 years happens in November, and we see big runs after November. We just need to get there right now, and September generally is sideways, sometimes a little down, as we've seen, waiting. And it's going to be tough continuing to wait through September before we start to see big price action, but that is where we are. Tesla Model Doge says, good morning, Doge family. Are you excited for the future? It feels like something special is coming soon. Could we have Doge as a choice? Could we have Doge as currency? Is it going to be integrated into the X platform? Elon Musk hints at Dogecoin's return as Tesla merch payment. That's right, using Doge as merch. We talked about this the other day, where Elon hinted that, maybe he will get Dogecoin back as a payment option for Tesla merch. Of course, a lot of us would prefer to have that for cars. We want to see payment for cars with Dogecoin. But first things first, maybe, is that that Dogecoin for merch, is that getting that back is a good first step. As you know, Musk won his Dogecoin case. It was thrown out. That lawsuit is done. So is Doge price surge and X platform integration next. And that is what we were waiting to hear about. We thought there was always this cloud like hanging over Elon. Is he going to start tweeting about Dogecoin again? There's excitement there. Are we going to see that? And what is happening with this X integration? Is that going to come as well? Again, we've had all of these fun things that have been little winks and nods that Elon has done. Remember when he replaced the Twitter blue bird logo with the Dogecoin logo? Remember when he did that? That pushed the price up by 30%, just that alone. So those kinds of fun things could be what we are looking for Dogecoin. But now with this court dismissing the case against Elon and Tesla, we may see that tweeting could begin again for Dogecoin and Elon, like direct tweeting, as well as, while Elon is still planning on transforming X into an everything app, which includes X payments, will Dogecoin again be part of that? As we're now, though, it's like Dogecoin price prediction. We're looking what's going to happen in September. Well, the big news is, right, what we want to happen would be Elon Musk. And is Elon going to do something to begin to replicate the 2021 surge, which actually began in 2020 when Elon said that Doge was his favorite cryptocurrency. So that is something that we are looking to see. And are we going to see finally altcoins, and particularly Dogecoin, outperform Bitcoin? Because so far, what we have seen month after month after month is the Bitcoin dominance stays high, and prices against Bitcoin for just about all altcoins has continued to go down. So Doge price prediction for September. Again, it was a tough end of August. Beginning of September is a little tough too, but Dogecoin will dismiss its bearish notion throughout the coming month. And Doge will see a slight increase, and we'll see that over the next couple days, I believe. And then we will be looking at the month ahead, probably still kind of in this zone of let's wait and see. Good times are going to be coming ahead, but we're starting at a point that is a lot lower than most of us would have liked, with Doge starting down here. Well, it was 10.1 at the beginning. So I would expect that we would see price starting to come up from its current point. And with this now 10.25, 10.3 resistance, what used to be support, we may be bouncing off of that a bit. But as we go into where the FOMC meetings are going to be and the Jerome Powell speaking about Fed rate cuts, there's probably going to be some volatility that's going to happen around there. And from that volatility, what do we see going forward is going to be, well, I don't know how deep that dip is going to go. Could be a little bit more. Because again, we still have a lot of leveraged longs that keep wanting to grab the train as it goes up higher. And the market makers are going to continue to want to take them down. But eventually we're going to break out of this. And we're going to break out of this big wedge. But there will be up and down volatility action happening most likely through the rest of September. I am not predicting Doge to be higher than 11 cents. I just don't see that happening. This is my price prediction. Again, we're going to maybe be in the upper 10s or so by the end of the month. And that's about it. Of course, I'm like smoothing this out here at the end, further away from some more volatility we have earlier in the month. But again, this is my prediction. Of course, we want it to be much more, but I kind of think we're going to have a tough time through the month of September again, waiting for August to be much more of when all cryptos are going to be taken off. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about Dogecoin price, relying on Elon? Are we going to get something from Elon that's going to cause this thing to go up much higher? Or is this a little more realistic? Give the video a like if you haven't already. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.